Good afternoon everyone, and welcome back to my channel, First World Traveller. Now this is a little bit of a different video today. It's mainly aimed at people who are looking to maybe start off a YouTube channel or start vlogging, but maybe you have a few obstacles you need to get across before you can even start doing that. So the main comment I get is, how do I film out in public confidently? Now this is a valid point, a very big obstacle which you need to get over before you can even start doing a YouTube channel, especially when you're filming out in public. Now there are a few things that really frustrate me about vloggers. This is one of them. Okay, I'm just in Japan right now, yeah, walking along. Right, filming from the waist is the biggest no-no on the planet. It just looks stupid. Do not do it. And it just looks like you're unconfident, you don't know what you're doing, and you're not going to get any views, and your channel is not going to be of any quality of any kind if you are filming from the waist. So do not do it. That is tip number one. Tip number two, if you film using a phone, which I do most of the time, mainly because my camera is smashed, then hold your camera the way I'm holding it, that way, horizontal. Do not hold it vertical, because you end up with the black parts either side of the thing and it just looks flipping awful. So don't do that. That's tip number two. Tip number three, now not everyone is confident, not everyone has the confidence to go out in public, especially in busy places, and film yourself talking to a camera like a complete madman. However, it is the biggest obstacle you need to get past if you want to have a good YouTube channel. Now what are the tips that I can say about that? Just do it. You know, it's difficult at first because you do get people looking at you, people jumping into the back of the camera, photobombing. I've had millions of examples of that, and I'm sure you've seen that in my videos. However, you just need to block everything out basically and concentrate on what you're doing. And generally, I don't notice these people anymore doing these things and walking past and looking at me, because if you're concentrating on what you're doing and you're focusing on what you're doing, then you won't have an issue. So all I say is just go out and do it. Sometimes it's slightly embarrassing if you're talking about something ridiculous or you're doing ridiculous hand movements, but you've just got to do it. You know, practice makes perfect. If you want to have a good YouTube channel with good quality content, then that's what you've got to do. Okay, that was tip number three, which is probably the biggest one. Tip number four. Now, people that vlog unplanned, walk around just talking about absolute rubbish. This is what I had for breakfast, or I'm just going to go feed my dog. No one cares about those sorts of things. The reason they've come to your channel is because they've seen something in the thumbnail or the description, or they've searched for something on YouTube that they need to find information about, or they want something to help them with whatever they're doing in their life. If you don't plan your video and your video is just complete rubbish of you walking around, oh that's a nice tree, or that's a nice bench, or what am I going to do today? No one gives a flying toss what you are doing in your day-to-day life. So plan your video before you leave. I'll give you an example. I'm filming my Nagasaki Basics video at the moment, and I've planned a little sequence at the beginning which has music. I've already decided what music I want, which means I can then decide what exactly I want to film as part of that sequence, and even think of the music in my head and move the camera around to match how the music goes. It helps that I did music GCSE with that. So that's just a little tip. Plan your video before you even leave your house or what you're doing, and make it interesting, make it some content which people are actually going to get some use out of. One of the things that frustrates me with travel videos, and a guy is looking at me right now as I film this, but I'm just continuing. One of the things that frustrates me about travel videos especially is people that just rely on drones to fly a drone over a beach or hang a GoPro off the end of a boat, and it's their 2-week holiday or vacation depending on where you're from. No one cares about your holiday. You need to have yourself in the picture, showing your personality, showing your charisma, which is what's going to attract people to your videos and keep people coming back to watch your videos. People don't just want to see a tree or a boat or a beach or endless drone shots with generic royalty YouTube music over the top, because it adds no value whatsoever. That is what I try to do with my channel, especially with my basics videos, and I hope you appreciate them. So I hope you found those 5 tips, I think it was 5, useful, and I hope you can use them in your channels. All the best. I'll catch you later.